There's a common belief that feeling a little weaker is just a natural part of getting older. But what if that wasn't the whole story? What if it was a sign that our bodies are asking for a different kind of nourishment? This gradual change, known as sarcopenia, is something many of us face. It's the slow, almost unnoticeable loss of muscle that can make everyday tasks feel more challenging. But the wonderful news is, we have incredible power to change this narrative, starting right in our kitchens. When you think of a quick protein-packed meal, a simple egg often comes to mind. It's a fantastic source of protein, no question. But what if there were foods that not only pack more protein, but are also tailor-made to help your body feel stronger, more stable, and full of life? Let's explore 5 incredible foods that can help you reclaim your strength. And be sure to stay with me, because the last one is a simple classic you might already have in your fridge. First, let's talk about why this matters so much. As we age, our bodies can develop something called anabolic resistance. In simple terms, this means our muscles become less responsive to the protein we eat. The same amount of protein that easily built muscle in our 30s doesn't have the same effect in our 60s or 70s. This is why we don't just need enough protein, we need more high-quality, easily absorbed protein to get the same muscle-building signal across. Sarcopenia specifically targets our fast-twitch muscle fibers, the ones responsible for quick, powerful movements like catching our balance if we trip or pushing up from a low chair. Losing these fibers doesn't just reduce strength, it can lead to a fear of falling and a loss of confidence that keeps us from being active. By focusing on the right foods, you are directly investing in rebuilding these crucial fibers, maintaining your independence, and preserving your ability to engage with the world with confidence. Let's start with a familiar favorite, chicken. A simple 3-ounce portion of cooked, skinless chicken breast, about the size of a deck of cards, provides a remarkable 25 grams of protein. Its real magic lies in its high concentration of leucine, the amino acid that acts as the primary trigger for muscle protein synthesis. But chicken also provides another crucial nutrient, tryptophan. This amino acid is a precursor to serotonin, the feel-good neurotransmitter that helps regulate mood and promotes restful sleep, both of which are vital for physical recovery and overall well-being. To maximize these benefits, gentle cooking is crucial. High-heat methods like char grilling or deep frying can create inflammatory compounds that work against your health goals. Instead, try poaching chicken breasts in a savory broth with herbs, which keeps the meat incredibly moist and tender. Or, for a simple and delicious method, bake a chicken breast at a moderate temperature. Imagine a plate with a golden-baked chicken breast, vibrant green steamed broccoli, and a scoop of sweet orange roasted sweet potato. This isn't just a meal, it's a complete toolkit for muscle repair, joint health, and sustained energy. Next, let's talk about a tiny seed with a giant reputation, quinoa. While a cooked cup has about 8 grams of protein, its true power is its quality as a complete protein, containing all 9 essential amino acids. This makes it a nutritional superstar, especially for plant-based meals. A critical tip for preparing quinoa is to rinse it thoroughly in a fine mesh sieve under cold water before cooking. This removes the natural coating called saponin, which can give it a slightly bitter or soapy taste. Beyond its protein, quinoa is packed with anti-inflammatory antioxidants and is an excellent source of magnesium and manganese, minerals that play a key role in bone formation and nerve function. For a warm and comforting breakfast, try cooking quinoa with milk or a non-dairy alternative, then top it with berries, chopped walnuts, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. For a refreshing lunch, toss cooked and cooled quinoa with chopped cucumber, tomatoes, olives, and a light lemon dill vinaigrette. Its versatility is truly unmatched. If you're finding these tips helpful and want more science-backed advice for staying strong and healthy, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us bring more content like this to you. Now for a food that truly acts as a bodyguard for both your bones and muscles: soy. A 1-cup serving of edamame gives you around 17 grams of powerful plant protein. Its natural compounds, called isoflavones, have been shown to support bone density, which is a significant benefit as our hormones shift with age. Now, you may have heard some conflicting information about soy, especially concerning women's health, and I want to take a moment to clear that up. The old fears about soy were largely based on outdated studies. Today, the overwhelming scientific consensus from major health organizations is that whole soy foods are not only safe, but are likely beneficial for most women, including breast cancer survivors. The plant-based estrogens in soy are very different from human estrogen and do not have the same effect on the body. The key is to focus on whole soy foods like the ones we're discussing, edamame, tofu, and tempeh, rather than highly processed derivatives. So, with that reassurance, let's talk about how to enjoy it. Don't be intimidated by tofu if you're new to it. The secret to delicious tofu is pressing it. Simply wrap a block of firm or extra firm tofu in paper towels, place it on a plate, and put something heavy on top for about 30 minutes. This squeezes out the excess water, allowing it to absorb marinades and get wonderfully firm and chewy when baked or pan-fried. For a fantastic meal, toss pressed and cubed tofu with a little low-sodium soy sauce, sesame oil, and ginger, then bake until golden. Serve it over a bed of brown rice with stir-fried bok choy and carrots. Let's move on to the humble, hard-working lentil. These nutritional giants are not only packed with 18 grams of protein per cooked cup, but they are also exceptional for digestive and heart health. They are loaded with soluble fiber, which helps manage cholesterol and promotes a healthy gut microbiome. There are different types of lentils for different uses. Brown and green lentils hold their shape well, making them perfect for salads and hearty side dishes. Red and yellow lentils, on the other hand, cook down to a soft, creamy consistency, which is ideal for thickening soups, stews, and creating delicious mashes. For a simple and satisfying meal beyond soup, try making a warm lentil mash. Simply cook red lentils with some garlic and herbs until they are very soft, then mash them with a fork and a touch of olive oil. It makes a delicious, high-protein side dish in place of mashed potatoes and is incredibly easy to digest. I'm curious, what's one food that always makes you feel strong and energized? Let me know in the comments below. Finally, we have our number 5 food, a secret weapon for muscle maintenance: cottage cheese. With a staggering 28 grams of protein per cup, it's a true powerhouse. Most of this is slow-digesting casein protein. This is incredibly important because it provides a steady trickle of amino acids to your muscles for hours. Think of it as providing the building blocks for repair work all through the night, so you wake up stronger and with less muscle soreness. Cottage cheese is also an excellent source of selenium, a powerful antioxidant mineral that supports thyroid health and protects your cells from damage. If you're not a fan of the lumpy texture, here's a game-changing tip. Blend it. Place cottage cheese in a blender with a splash of milk or a spoonful of yogurt and blend until it's perfectly smooth and creamy, like a Greek yogurt or sour cream. You can then use this as a base for a high-protein salad dressing, a dip for vegetables, or even a creamy sauce for pasta. Staying strong as you age doesn't require a complicated or rigid diet. It's about creating a partnership with your body. To make this practical, think about what a day of eating for strength could look like. For breakfast, you might have that creamy blended cottage cheese with a handful of fresh berries. For lunch, a large salad filled with leafy greens, colorful vegetables, and topped with a serving of those hearty green lentils. For dinner, a perfectly baked piece of chicken with a side of quinoa and roasted asparagus. This isn't a strict plan, but an example of how easily these powerhouse foods can fit into your life. The most important thing is consistency. Pay attention to how you feel. Notice the small victories. Maybe getting out of a chair feels a bit easier, or you have more energy for your afternoon walk. These are the signs that you are giving your body exactly what it needs to thrive. Your strength isn't just a memory, it's a resource you can actively rebuild, one nourishing meal at a time. As the late health educator Frank Suarez once said, health is not a matter of luck, but of knowledge. And that knowledge put into practice, becomes your power to live a life full of energy, movement, and joy. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone you care about. And don't forget to subscribe for more practical health insights to help you thrive. Thank you so much for spending your time here today. Remember to be patient and kind with yourself on this journey. Take good care and be well.